For 19 years, beginning in the year of its inception in 1953 up until the year 1972, Filipinos enjoyed a variety of entertainment and news programs provided by a new innovation, television. Shows such as Your Evening with Pirita, Oras ng Ligaya, and Buhay Artista were among the top-rated productions on Philippine TV. Television also provided audiences with news and informational programs, with the media free to comment on the situation in the country. This freedom would be seized, however, when then-President Ferdinand Marcos declared martial law on September 23, 1972, resulting in several media establishments closing down. That period in the earlier years of television is dubbed as the era of pre-martial law Philippine television. Unfortunately, with the lack of archiving efforts and proper equipment, footage from this era has become obscure ever since. But first, how did it become like this? The pre-martial law archives of ABS-CBN are believed to have disappeared after Ferdinand Marcos and his crony, Roberto Benedicto, took over the station.
Ayaw namin ang mangyari, katulad nung nangyari nung sinakop ang ABS-CBN nung martial law, na-destroy lahat ng kopya ng lahat ng ginawa ng ABS-CBN. Kasi ni-recycle ang mga tapes, ibinasura, ginawang torotot or whatever.
To the ordinary Filipinos watching at the time, recording this would also be expensive. The current situation of the pre-martial law archives of other stations, namely DZAQ-TV Channel 7, DZTM-TV Channel 5, DZKB-TV Channel 9, DZRH-TV Channel 11, and DZTV-TV Channel 13 remains unknown. However, sometimes, by sheer pure luck, pre-martial law Philippine TV is recorded or mentioned on either international documentaries and newsreels, old photos or screen caps, or films, and even magazines. Today we are featuring not its most wanted lost media, but rather the most monumental found media from this era. Before we start, we thank Stupid Stickman for spearheading the search for pre-martial law TV footage. From a stock footage of Filipinos watching television in 1970, filmed for an Apollo 13 news documentary, we see a television screen displaying a golf program and another unknown program. Given the golf game program, it has been theorized that it is DZRH-TV MBC Channel 11 program, TV Golf Me. If true, this would make the clip the only known footage from MBC Channel 11. Found in 2022 by Stupid Stickman, this was recorded from a French documentary named Bonjour Philippine on the website INA. In the video, it shows a PCI Bank advertisement in an episode of the American musical show Hullabaloo. After further inspection, it was figured out that this is a clip from DZAQ-TV Channel 3 or ABS Channel 3, as Hullabaloo was aired on NBC, and NBC supplied ABS at that time its many programs. Back then, ABC5 was known as the original news channel, being an arm of the Rose's own newspaper, The Manila Times. The network dedicated half of its programming for news and public service. Dated on December 26, 1962, but could have been filmed earlier, this footage was from Reuters and contains ABC5 media interviewing Bruneian politician Azahari. At first, it was believed to be filmed by Reuters themselves and not ABC5, but it is now theorized that this is an original ABC5 news film provided to Reuters to distribute internationally, which is commonly done by news agencies even up to today. In 1966, ABC5 covered the historic Manila Summit Conference. Discovered in 2023, the footage was again retrieved from Reuters. The video shows a TV kinescope recording of ABC5's coverage, as we also see a video of its announcer. Found from the Reuters archive, one of the scenes features a Philippine TV capture covering the 1959 Philippine senatorial elections. This would be the earliest known Philippine TV capture until 2023, when an Instagram post dated 2021 was uncovered, posted by actor Paulo Montalban, featuring photographs of his father and siblings as guests on DZAQ-TV show Children on Parade. One of the pictures features a TV screen cap of Philippine TV from 1958, making this the earliest as of now Philippine television capture. However, just this January 2024, footage excerpts of DZAQ-TV's control room and studios at Republic Supermarket were recently uncovered, as seen on the 1954 LBN picture Abalinding directed by Jose Cremajo. Uploaded by Casagrande of Vimeo, the film also features a possible Philippine TV capture dated prior to June 1954, as the film premiered on that date. This would make the following scenes one-off, if not the oldest capture of Philippine television on a motion picture. In the movie Ang Salarin starring Fernando Po Jr. from 1965, we see a fictional PSA from DZAQ-TV RBS Channel 7. Though not exactly pre-martial footage as it is a film reenactment, it is theorized to be close to the real deal. From a Kinescope recording of ABS-CBN uploaded by AB Archives in 2015, we can barely see ABS-CBN station ID. The clip only lasts a few frames and is in very blurry quality. What's here is that this was already uploaded since 2015, and though we can even barely see the ID, these and the other scenes of the video are still pre-martial footage. Several pre-martial commercials have already been on the web for decades. However, just last 2022, further pre-martial ads were discovered when a Lux commercial, Safeguard, and Star Margarine commercials were found from a Philippine television video essay published by the Cultural Center of the Philippines. Quoting Wikipedia, TVDX and FMDX is the active search for distant radio or television stations received during unusual atmospheric conditions. The term DX is an old telegraphic term meaning long distance. A popular instance of lost media found from a TVDX recording is when back in 1938, RCA researchers in New York recorded BBC television service on a 16mm movie film from London, 3,000 miles away, to further their research purposes. The film was soon uncovered and considered the only surviving pre-war live British television. The Philippines was no different. On December 2023, Stupid Stickman found 3 screen caps of DZAQ-TV ABS-CBN Channel 2 and DZTM-TV ABC Channel 5 on a TVDX magazine. These captures were received from Korat, Thailand, and are dated between 1970 to 1971. The screen caps were the following: a promo for the 30-minute soap opera titled Malerva aired on ABS-CBN Channel 2, ABC5's program Aliw ng Tahanan, and ABS-CBN's 2 1970 Ident. Apart from that, there was also information about the station's programming. The writer is said to have received ABS-CBN Channel 4-2 and on ABS-C5. A Japanese series, The Samurai, concluded as Aliw ng Tahanan goes on air, among other programs and information. You can pause the video if you want to read the following information. It was uncovered that Glenn Hauser, an international TV dixer, wrote the magazine and was the one who saw and saved the signals. Jacob Schetter soon contacted him, though unfortunately, he said he doesn't have the recordings.